I think, yeah.
Well, good morning and welcome. My name is Eddie Morris. I am the president of Elevator U and the Elevator Program Manager with the University of Virginia. Welcome and thank you for joining this morning. We will have a webinar presented to us from Gabe Capozzi with Vantage. And if you have any questions, you can use the chat button or the question and answer, I should say icon, I guess, at the bottom of your screen. And Gabe will go over those after his presentation. We expect the presentation will be about 20 to 30 minutes long, possibly somewhere in that neighborhood. So it'll be short and sweet, and he'll answer all questions at the end. And the presentation title is Simplifying Demanding Elevator Modernization Projects with Renew Hydro. And it's by Vantage. And again, Gabe Capozzi is our presenter. Did I miss anything, Brad? Is that it?
So, yeah.
Okay. So with that, Gabe, I'll let you take over.
Awesome. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Brad, for setting this up as well. And morning, everyone. My name is Gabe Capozzi. I am the Regional Sales Manager for the South at Vantage Elevator. It is my first time doing Elevator Review, so super excited to get to know everyone here. Looking forward to doing it in face sometime soon. But today we're going to talk about our Renew Hydro program. So this being my first time, I don't know if we've done this Elevator Review since we've become Vantage, but Vantage is the holding company for GAL, Hollister, Elevator Controls, Corian, and a few other companies as well. If anyone has any questions on how Vantage works or the companies that are under the Vantage umbrella, we could say that for the chat as well at the end and we can go over it. But we'll get started here. Okay, can everyone see my screen in full screen? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Great, thank you. So today we're going to be talking about our Renew Hydro product line. Quick agenda. We're just going to go over what the product is, what it consists of, the process of how to estimate it, how to order it, how this will make the contractor's life way more simple. Go over some evolutionary and what's next as far as the Renew product line, and then I'll open it up for Q&A at the end. So going over what the Renew Hydro is, so it's a controller, a pump unit, door equipment solution, fixtures, and electrical package all in one. So we're selling this as a complete package. You get all these components, quick estimating process. You can cut one purchase order and makes the contractor's life much easier when ordering a hydraulic modernization solution. A quick product definition of the Renew Hydro parameters: Class A passenger elevators, simplex duplex, some speed capacity up to 5,000 pounds, 150 foot a minute, 5 stops, 10 to 50 horsepower mainline from 208 to 575. If you come across an elevator that doesn't fit within these product definition parameters, of course, reach out to us and we can take a harder look. But these are the basic parameters of our Renew Hydro product line. So going to the controllers, it consists of two options: either the Elevator Controls Pixel Hydro that has the lambda positioning system, or the GAL E-Hydro that has the APS selector system. So you're not bound to one specific elevator controller. We have a couple options through our Vantage-owned companies. So some standard features of the Renew Hydro controller: you get your solid state starter, you get serial communication to the fixtures and to the door operator, a car top inspection station, your fire service, and your code required features. Some additional features: a battery lowering, a UPS battery device, if you want to do hall lanterns instead of car lanterns. Some security features too. We could do it as simple as having your COP, your car operating panel buttons unlock a code to get to a floor, or you could do card readers, lockouts, and then some additional Sabbath operation, attendant features, etc. The Bormax pumping unit, some standard features, we use a Maxton valve, 80 starts per hour submersible motor. It's a louvered and hinged lid, a structural frame with sound isolating mounts, in oil level sight gauge. This is a really robust pump unit. The isolation makes it run very quiet, and it's a sturdy, very robust pump unit. Some additional options, you have your valves, your shutoff, and your ruptures too. If you wanted a bladder style muffler, we could also do that. 120 starts per hour motor, and then adding a tank heater, making the preparations for an oil cooler adder. And then some things that we're doing now that are pretty cool too is you can pre-mount and pre-wire the elevator controller directly to the pump unit itself. So some cool stuff that we're doing there. Some door equipment options. We can do this with either our MOVFR2 harmonic door operator or our newer MOVFE linear operator. With the MOVFR, we could go as simple as doing an operator only. So if you're not looking to do a complete car and hoistway equipment swap, we can just do an operator only swap and then drive that car door. And then we could take it as far as replacing the entire car side, or we could do car side and hoistway door equipment, tracks, hangers, locks, clutches, the whole shebang. The MOVFE option, we have the car side and the car and hatch side, similar to the MOVFR. The reason why we don't offer an operator only is, as you can see on the right, the linear operator, most of these components are baked and built directly into the car side header. So we always give you the header, the tracks, the hangers, and the complete replacement on the linear door operator. From the fixture standpoint, we are teamed up with MAD Elevator Fixtures. As you can see here, some lanterns, some COPs. The cool thing on the right is the Impulse. It's the Dover mini swing for your Dover DMCs. We could do a swap there where you could contain that back and swap out the COP for a more modern style. We have solutions for those states that have adopted 2019 code, so we could supply the VMS features there as well. And we could do as simple as stainless #4. We could do bronze, months. We could do applied, full swings, whatever you come across. We have solutions on those fixtures as well. Some wiring options. Our basic wiring kit is your traveling cable, your hoistway door lock wires, Kellum grips. I mean, we could take this as far as supplying you the fittings, the EMTs, straps. We could take this all the way down to where the guys aren't having to run over to Home Depot and make those stops that make those jobs a little more inefficient. So we have complete wiring solutions there as well. So moving on to the how-to, we have this simplified quote request form where you fill out the project parameters. You go through, enter, your pertinent information, your speed, your capacities, what's existing there. Once you complete the form, you could see in the top right the click to submit form, where this will automatically send out to our team. And then it's quick, within 24 hours, our Renew team has a quote ready. The simplification process is you have a single point of contact, you get one estimate, you provide one purchase order, and then you're doing one survey, you get all of your material delivered all onto one skid at one time, you're invoiced at one time, and it is one project warranty. So going back real quick, just when you enter this information, you get a quote that has your basic standard freight built into it. So you're not getting your freight charges at the end. What you see is what you get and what you get invoiced for. Just a very simplified process. Here's just a quick budget range for non-2019 compliant states that don't have the VMS. It can be done for as little as 18, closer to 19K. Could go as high as 25, just depending on your materials and your additional features, what you're looking for. But again, your shipping is included in that cost. Some benefits of doing our Renew Hydro program than maybe doing the single source component like what a lot of people may be doing right now. It reduces your labor, so you're saving your time and effort just by dealing with one person, going to one source, getting one quote for the entire job, as opposed to your 3, 4, or 5 quotes and just going through piecemealing it yourself. Your standard shipping costs are included in the estimate that we give you. You save time just by dealing with that one request, one quote, one order, and not having to go back and forth. The benefit too is our equipment, our controllers, our pump unit, door equipment. I mean, this is a great quality package with equipment that's been proven to be effective, long-standing, and great quality products. Everything is pre-engineered and configured per that specific application. It's increased safety, reliability, ride quality, and value. And you are getting excellent customer support. We do have regional field engineers staffed throughout our country that are staffed on standby 24/7. So if the installing mechanics and team run into some issues, we're there 100% of the way, every point of it. So what's next? Now that we've rolled out this Renew Hydro, we want to get to the point of traction. Moving towards traction elevator systems with geared and gearless machines. We're looking to do up to 500 foot a minute, 4-car groups, overhead machine mounting, one-to-one roping with various deflector options, either in the overhead or in the machine room. And then doing our Dover DMC. So with the Dover DMC becoming an extinct product, having complete customized solutions for Dover door equipment, Dover existing fixtures, and having a complete retrofitted solution for those Dover DMCs. And then here's a quick map of how we are staffed at Vantage. The dots in yellow indicate our manufacturing locations. And then the dots in gray are our service centers. So we are scattered through New York, moving from the right of the screen to the left. So New York, Canada, Elk Grove Village, Florida, Irving, Texas, and California, LA area. So we are fully staffed throughout the nation. And that's all I have for everyone today. Thank you very much for your time, and I'd like to open it up to the Q&A side of it.
Hey, Eddie, also as a reminder, people can use the raise hand function, and I can allow them to talk if they want to.
Can you see those questions, Gabe, by chance?
Yes, the difference between the MOVFR and the MOVFR2. Different drives. It's more of a what we consider closed loop communication. So it's a upgraded drive box.
So since I happen to not be muted here, you were talking about the DMC, that Renew, I think it was called. So what does that look like? We have some DMCs on our campus. What does that mod look like?
So the difference between our traditional Hydro Renew versus a DMC Renew is if you have those Dover DMC mini swing panels, rather than doing an applied or a full swing, MAD has, they call the Impulse Plus, which is a direct retrofit where you can just remove that mini swing, put on a new MAD COP right on top of that without having to completely rip out that back swing and completely modify the entire swing. And in addition to that too, we have a door equipment solution that would be more like for like if you wanted to keep the Dover doors in place, we could do a GAL retrofit kit with the tracks and hangers and do a customized solution to drop in place, so to speak.
Gotcha. So the biggest thing about that mod probably is being able to retrofit a non-proprietary into a proprietary spot.
Correct. Yes, Eddie.
Gotcha.
I see another one from Dale Howard. Will everything ship together at different times? We'd prefer to ship it all together and consolidate it, ship it to you all in one time. I think there's a lot of frustrations on the contractor end when doing a hydro mod where you get your pump unit at one time. You know, typically your door equipment is the lesser of lead times where that comes in quickly. But for some people, it can be a pain in the butt to take material in at different times. So we try and consolidate it all and get it to you all at one time, Dale.
You may have mentioned this. What is the lead time on that?
No, good question, Brad. I didn't mention it. Our lead time right now is about 8 to 10 weeks. We're trying to get that down as we speak. It's just, where we are with sourcing materials right now is a little difficult, but we're working through it.
Yeah, I know that's been a big problem with most everyone. Somebody asked about getting a copy of this. It's being recorded, so we'll host this on our YouTube channel and also on the Elevator U webpage, so you'll be able to view it again there.
And Brad,
That's up to you. It's up to you if you want to send it to them.
Yep.
What's that?
I'll get you a copy of this presentation as well after.
Okay.
Online configurator. Yeah, Andre, that's a good question to ask. As of now, we're going to continue with the fillable PDF forms. As far as issuing an online configurator, no plans as of yet, but that's a good idea. I mean, in the meantime, Andre, we do have, like I was showing you, those ranges too. So if you're trying to prospect one of your customers, we could just give you budget ranges of the low to mid, like we were looking at in the presentation, and we could dial that in with the PDF forms as your customer is ready to move forward with it.
Are there any other questions for Gabe?
If there isn't any more questions, Gabe, can you share with everybody your here's a question here, but before I finish, if you could share your contact information for people in case they have questions after this and wish they would ask or whatever.
Yep, absolutely. We'll do, Eddie.
Thank you.
Dale, do I have a time frame on the tractions? Nothing on the renew yet that I could share, Dale. We are hoping to have that before the end of the year.
See any other questions coming in? Okay. So go ahead.
I was going to say, Gabe, thank you for presenting today. And if we want to see more information, can we see this on the Vantage website?
You can, yes. If you, go to,
you have PDFs and different things there.
Yep, that's correct. And then I'll share my contact information. If anyone has trouble navigating the site or needs any additional information, please feel free to reach out.
So there is one more question that came in. Is it possible to have a 175 FPM down speed? It's in the Q&A.
Oh, it's in, okay. 175. I'd have to run it by our engineering team, but I don't see why not. We would just have to run it through applications, make sure it would work.
Okay. Well, if there's no other questions, we'll wrap this up. We'll get this hosted on the YouTube page. You can just search Elevator U and find it there under webinar series, and also on elevatoru.org. We should have that up. It'll probably be next week because our Tom, our web guy, is on vacation this week. but sometime next week we'll have that hosted. Looks like maybe there's another question. No, thanks for the presentation.
Looks like, did we have a second question come in?
Just
Oh,
thank you for the
thanks.
presentation.
Great. All right, well, Gabe, thank you again. And hope everybody has a safe and great day. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.